Dairy King with locations in Breeze and Trenton. I'm Craig Meyer here from Central Community High School here on this Tuesday evening. Stats here this evening at Central Community High School. So we got a Tuesday night boys action basketball here between the Centralia Orphans, who are 5-5 on the season, 1-2 in South 7 Conference play, taking on the Central Cougars, who are 4-3 on the year, 1-1 in Kokia Conference play. The Orphans have lost 4 in a row entering this game here this evening. The Cougars have lost 2 of their last 3 entering this game here tonight. Other games going on around the area tonight. Carlisle at Columbia, 6:15 JV start there. Redbud at Westland, a 6:15 JV start there as well. We'll try to keep you updated throughout our broadcast tonight of what our other 2 county schools are doing that are in action tonight as well. There was a JV game played before ours tonight. Centralia defeated Central in that game 41-33. Good crowd on hand here at Central Community High School here this evening as we got boys basketball action here. As the Whisper Internet pregame will continue on the other side of this break, listening to high school boys basketball and the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
Granny moved into a retirement home last month and used Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company to sell her home and farmland. Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company is a family-run business where they know the meaning behind loyalty. Call 228-7395 for Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company. Granny says give them a try. They worked for her, now let them work for you. A name you can trust. Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company in Avison.
Reekman Brothers Farm Equipment has locations in Oakville, Centralia, and Breeze. Reekman Brothers sells the finest John Deere tractors, plus lawn and garden equipment and accessories. Reekman Brothers has been a part of the farming industry for over 83 years. Call Reekman Brothers for farm machinery and farmland auction services. 243-6186. Reekman Brothers, your John Deere dealer.
As a business owner, you know that every year brings new challenges and opportunities. The success of your business demands expertise and focus, and Country Financial can help you keep your focus by helping ensure that you have the right insurance protection in place to meet your goals. Teresa Richardson, Keith Wilkin, your Country Financial reps in Breeze, can help you create a customized insurance plan that has coverages designed just for your business. Come see us today at our new location at 617 North Main Street in Breeze.
Want easy online banking and bill paying with an ATM and debit card that allows you to set personal spending limits? Then Tempo Bank's the place for you. Tempo Bank makes it easy for today's consumers to spend more time with your families and less time balancing your accounts and paying bills. Tempo Bank has 2 locations to better serve you. Call 526-7256 in Breeze or 224-9228 in Trenton. They'll be glad to help you. Tempo Bank is your answer to easy, hassle-free banking.
When wearing contacts, you shouldn't even be able to feel them. If they're uncomfortable or feeling dry, come see us at Lebanon Optometric Center or Breeze Family Vision Center. We'll find the right contacts for you, whether it's multifocal, astigmatism, daily disposables, or hybrid lenses. Don't suffer through contacts that are just fine. We have all the major brands to choose from, and with locations in Breeze and Lebanon, if you damage or tear your contacts, we can replace them right away. Start seeing clearer today with a little help from Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center.
You've heard me say it before, when your trucks are your life, you need to be turning to be earned. I am Perry Stanford from Central Illinois Truck Service in Greenville. If your commercial tractor and trailer is down, we can get you back on the road faster and for less money than you thought possible. If it has wheels and an engine, we can fix it, including farm equipment. We are also building semi-trucks if you are ready for an upgrade. Call us today at 664-2646 or stop by Central Illinois Truck Service in Greenville.
You've got Max 96.7.
Welcome you back to the Dairy King broadcast booth here this evening at Central Community High School. I'm Greg Meyer here on tap. We got high school boys basketball here tonight at Central Community High School as they play host to the Centralia Orphans here tonight. The Whisper Internet pregame here continues. Your Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company starting lineups will be coming up momentarily as well. Your hometown proud Carlisle IG opening tip-off will be coming up too. On top of that, let's break down this matchup here a little bit on the Whisper Internet pregame here between the Orphans and the Cougars. Orphans come in with a 5-5 record on the season, 1-2 in South 7 Conference play. Lost 4 in a row entering this game here this evening at Central High. Head coach Lee Bennett is in his 12th season at Centralia High School. He has compiled the record of 258 and 78 over his first 11 seasons at CHS. Orphans are coming off a 56-44 road non-conference loss to Highland Saturday afternoon. They were led in scoring by Preston Johannes with 17 points. Mason Blakemore had 11. Blakemore will not play in this game tonight against the Cougars. One of their top 3 scorers in Blakemore out. He's hurt. He will not play tonight. He's not even in uniform for Lee Bennett and the Orphans here tonight. Orphans are scoring about 52 points per game on the season, giving up about 49 points per game on the year. This will be the Orphans' last game before the Christmas holiday. Their next game will be December 27th when they open their own Christmas tournament when they take on Chicago Marist in the first round at the Centralia Christmas Classic. On the other side of the coin, the Cougars 4-3 on the season, 1-1 in Kokia Conference play. They lost 2 of the last 3 coming in to tonight's game. Head coach is Jeremy Schubert, who's in his 6th season at Central. He has a record of 116-43 over his first 5 seasons. Cougars coming off a physical 48-36 road conference win at Carlisle last week Friday night. You heard Rip Nottmeyer join me for the game last week Friday. Cougars were led in scoring by Simon Thomas. He had 12 points to pace the Cougar offense. Max Campworth and Camden Wimpy each had 8 points apiece for the Cougars to round out the scoring last week against the Indians. The Cougars are scoring about 52 points per game on the year. They give up about 45 points per game on the season. Simon Thomas is the Cougars' top scorer, 18 points per game. Then it's Max Campworth, Logan Hamilton, and all the way down to Braden Thomas are the top 4 scorers for the Cougars, who will play about anywhere from 9 to all 11 varsity players. So that can be a factor tonight against the Orphans. Orphans missing Blakemore. They're not very deep. They really only go off the bench. Tyree Westbrook and Keyshawn Jones are their 2 main guys that come off the bench. And Westbrook's in the starting lineup tonight. Akeel Johnson's another one that'll play some off the bench for Lee Bennett tonight as well. So they're about 7 to 8 guys deep, but they won't go much deeper than that. And the Orphans are not a very big team as well. They're going to start 5 guys, all about at the 5'10" to 6 foot mark on the paper roster. So the Cougars definitely going to be taller than them in the painted area. So that's going to be one thing I'm sure Jeremy Schubert is going to want to stress to his team. Get the basketball inside, play a little inside-out game. Try to post. You can be able to post guys like Camden Webby, Simon Thomas on the painted area, because they're going to be taller than the guards that will guard them. That is for sure here in this basketball game tonight. The Cougars' next game is Friday at home against Westland. You'll be able to hear that game right here on Max as well. We'll have a game on Friday, and then Saturday I'll wrap things up before the Christmas holiday. We'll have the Mater Dei Lady Knights taking on Waterloo. We also have a game Thursday night. Mater Dei Lady Knights travel to Hillsborough. We'll have those 3 games. Those are our Carlisle Union Banner next 3 broadcasts before the Christmas holiday, and then we'll be bogged down at the Mater Dei Christmas Tournament along with the Mascoutah Invitational for girls and the Lebanon Girls Christmas Invitational Tournament as well. So all kinds of basketball action heating up here as we head into the Christmas holiday. We'll take another commercial break here on the Whisper Internet pregame. The 5-5 Orphans, 4-3 Cougars will have your Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company starting lineups coming up. Listening to high school boys basketball on the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, State Farm agent Steve Klosterman, help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with the Klosterman Agency handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn you discounts and actually help you get ahead. Call or email me, State Farm agent Steve Klosterman, and get to a better state with State Farm.
Hi, this is Dr. Matt Palm at MedPlus Physical Medicine in Carlisle. Are you tired of packing on the pounds? Want to feel younger and have more energy? Want to get back into smaller clothes? If so, then it's time to take advantage of our safe, effective, and affordable weight loss program. With an individualized plan based around an appetite suppressant, a metabolism booster, and diet and exercise counseling from physicians with backgrounds in nutrition, let us get you on the path to a healthier lifestyle. Call MedPlus at 594-3671 to set up your free consultation and to get you on track to a healthier you.
Hi, I'm Mindy Gustafson with the First National Bank in Carlisle. One of the best tickets in town will always be activities at our local schools, athletic events, concerts, and plays. You can always count on an enjoyable time. Our children are the future. Let's give them all the encouragement that we can. Go to a game, hear a concert, see a play. First National Bank in Carlisle, a better way to bank. Member FDIC, online at 1mbcarlisle.com.
Hi, this is Sue at Buckeye. Holiday shopping continues. Stop in at Buckeye for your stocking stuffers and much, much more. We have lithium-ion jump starters that were $79.99. Now they're only $39.99. Clothing and boot deals from 20 to 30% off. All remaining toys from Playtech, Brooder, Ertl, and more. Buy one, get one, 50% off. Hope you have a big stocking this year for all these great buys at Buckeye. Stop in at Buckeye and get that free bag of popcorn.
Moving forward requires taking that first step. And when it comes to your future, your first step should be Kaskaskia College. With more than 50 degrees and 100 certificate programs, Kaskaskia College can prepare you for a great career, your next promotion, or set you on your educational path. Life is too short to wait. Take your first step to success with Kaskaskia College. Learn more today. Call 545-3040 or kaskaskia.edu.
Building relationships and buildings in the safest, most efficient, and budget-conscious way has been Putker Construction's mission for over 36 years. Located in Breeze, they have been providing construction management, design, build, and general contracting services on projects throughout Southern Illinois and the Midwest. They are a second-generation, family-owned, and veteran-owned business with a goal to exceed their clients' expectations in every way. For more information, call 526-7213 or go to PutkerConstruction.com.
This is Max 96.7.
Welcome back to the Dairy King broadcast booth here at Central Community High School. 4.5 minutes away from your hometown proud Carlisle IG opening tip-off here between the Centralia Orphans and the Central Cougars. Here as the Whisper Internet pregame continues to roll along here at Central Community High School. Let's take a look at your Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company starting lineups here for both ball clubs. It'll be a 5'8" senior guard for the Centralia Orphans, number 2. That is Brian Meskel. A 5'9" junior guard, number 3 is Jamie Long. A 5'11" junior guard, number 5 is Preston Johannes. A 5'9" junior guard, number 12 is Tyree Westbrook. And a 5'11" sophomore forward, number 15 is Crew Walker. So it is Meskel, Long, Johannes, and Westbrook, Walker. For the Orphans, their head coach is Lee Bennett, who's in his 12th season at Centralia. He has a 258-78 record over his first 11 seasons. Orphans 5-5 on the season, 1-2 in South 7 conference play, entering the game here tonight against the Central Cougars. Other side of the coin for the Central Cougars, who are the home team tonight on the scoreboard, they will look like this: a 6'4" senior guard, number 3 is Simon Thomas. A 5'11" senior guard, number 11 is Logan Hamilton. A 6'2" senior forward, number 23 is Camden Wimpy. A 6'3" senior forward, number 35 is Max Campworth. And a 6'3" junior forward, number 50 is Parker Lupker. It is Thomas, Hamilton, Wimpy, Campworth, and Lupker for the Cougars. Their head coach is Jeremy Schubert, who's in his 6th season at Central Community High School. He has a record of 116-43 over his first 5 seasons. The Cougars 4-3 on the year, 1-1 in Kokia conference play, entering the game here tonight. The assistant coaches for both ball clubs will start with the Orphans. Under Lee Bennett, he has Brad Guai, Cole Stragi, Lyndon Waith, Tony Stockland, and Nick Hendricks are the assistants for Coach Bennett. For the Cougars, for Jeremy Schubert, his assistants Don Pedersen, Cody Emming, and Tim Moore. And a few of you folks at home listening tonight know that if you heard the name Cole Stragi, assistant coach of the Centralia Orphans, a former Central Cougar basketball player, played in the 2004 season that went to state, and the 2003 team that went to state, and the 2004 team that went to state. So a little tie in there, little nugget there. Also used to be an assistant coach. He got out assistant coaching at Centralia. He used to coach there as well, was Tommy Barrow. He also played at Central in 2003, 2004, and 2005. So a couple of ties here, a couple of former teammates, and Pedersen and Stragi on the assistants going against each other in this game tonight. So kind of a cool thing here between Orphans and the Cougars. Some former Central guys coaching at Centralia now as well. Those are your Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company starting lineups. We'll take one more commercial break here on the Whisper Internet pregame. When we come back, we're going to have your hometown proud Carlisle IGA opening tip-off basketball on the other side of this break between the Orphans and the Cougars. Discussing high school boys basketball and the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
With all the things to protect, who do you turn to for the coverage you need? Trust Joe Isaac at Isaac Insurance Agency at 951 Fairfax in Carlisle. The Isaac Insurance Agency's goal is to provide a range of policies and the best possible service to you. Family owned and operated. Isaac Insurance Agency offering auto, home, life, health, farm homeowners. Call 594-4766.
Is the all-new Chevy Silverado the right truck for you? Hi, Colby Voss at K&J Chevrolet in Carlisle. The all-new Chevy Silverado has the comfort and conveniences you expect from a Chevy, plus the performance and handling you need. We have several new trucks to choose from, and if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Stop by K&J Chevrolet and drive a Silverado and see for yourself what a tremendous value we offer and what the hype is all about. K&J Chevrolet in Carlisle, just west of town on Old Route 50. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Smith, Administrator at Clinton Manor Living Center in New Baden. Did you know that we offer private short-term rehabilitation suites? Our highly skilled nursing team is here to care for you while you recuperate from surgery, stroke, or illness. We have an excellent rehabilitation department in-house to provide occupational, physical, or speech therapy according to your doctor's orders. For more information about our services, give us a call at 618-588-4924.
Reverman Chiropractic in Breeze would like to say thank you to our patients, staff, and local healthcare professionals for their continued support and cooperation as we celebrate 10 years in business. At Reverman Chiropractic, our focus is to work with you, the patient, and your other healthcare providers to deliver the best and most effective care possible. Please take advantage of our evening and weekend hours and call 526-4700 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Craig Reverman or Dr. Travis Isaac.
The following message is brought to you by the Foppy Insurance Agency in Breeze.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
The Foppy Insurance Agency, 215 North Main Street in Breeze.
Buckman Milk Calling is a family-run business that strives for a reputation of friendly attendance and outstanding service to Clinton County and the surrounding communities. Whether rain or shine, Buckman Milk Calling is a dependable company with a large fleet of trucks and a team that guarantees delivery of your precious cargo. Buckman Milk Calling has served local farmers for over 65 years and wants to thank you for your business. Buckman Milk Calling, 95 North Germantown Road in Breeze. Call 526-7162.
We're moments away from your hometown proud Carlisle IGA tip-off. This high school basketball broadcast on Max 96.7 is brought to you in part by Putker Construction, Jansen Chevrolet, Fairman Garage Doors, the Joe Isaac Insurance Agency, Tunya's Service Company, the Community Bank of Trenton, Isaac Auto Body, Prairie Farms Dairy, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Amy Cruzy, Clinton Manor Living Center, Jansen Farm Equipment, Keys Brothers Realty and Auction, Buckman Milk Calling, Breeze Dental Group, the Foppy Insurance Agency, and by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland and always online at beckerjewelers.com.
Welcome you back to Central Community High School as we get ready for high school boys basketball here. Your hometown proud Carlisle IG opening tip-off between the Cougars and the Orphans coming up here in just a little bit. Both teams having their lineups read. We'll take a look real quick again at your Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company starting lineups. It'll be Brian Meskel, Jamie Long, Preston Johannes, Tyree Westbrook, and Crew Walker for the Centralia Orphans. Head coach Lee Bennett. Orphans 5-5 on the year. Simon Thomas, Logan Hamilton, Camden Wimpy, Max Campworth, Pucker Lupker for the Cougars. 4-3 on the year, 1-1 in conference play. Jeremy Schubert, the head coach. Cougars will be in their hometown white uniforms with the purple lettering and the black trim around the letters and the numbers. The Orphans will be in their red uniforms with the white lettering and the little darker red trim around the letters and the numbers for the Orphans. here tonight. Your officials for this game here tonight, Rod Taylor, Jim Cowson, and Jim Broadway are the three guys that'll be officiating this basketball game here tonight. As we get ready here for high school boys basketball here at Central Community High School here tonight. Cougars will move right to left here in the opening half. Orphans will move left to right. Both teams taking the floor. After tremendous anthem played by Central Band, the students. A good crowd here tonight on hand as well. Don't forget you listen to all our broadcasts right here and everywhere at Wcxo967.com. Click on Live Sports. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel for notifications when we are on the air with all of our sports broadcasts. We get ready here. Tuesday night basketball as we get ready here. Jim Cowson's got the basketball. Camden Wimpy in the center circle with Crew Walker on the Cougar emblem here. It is beach themed by the Central student section tonight on a Tuesday night here. Almost a Christmas holiday. Jim Cowson, and we are ready for play. Your hometown crowd, Carlisle IG opening tip-off controlled by the Cougars. Wimpy hands it forward. Camport Thomas dumped down inside. Lupker up off the glass, missed a point-like opportunity. Rebound tipped out into the hands of Johannes. But then him and Lupker come together, and then it was last touchdown by Parker Lupker. So it'll be over to the Orphans for the first time here this evening. Here in the Dairy King broadcast booth, Greg Meyer here for you from Central Community High. Johannes will inbound it for Brian Meskel. Meskel will bring it across the timeline right side of the floor, hand it for Johannes. Johannes for Westbrook, now left side of the floor. Now Crew Walker gets free. He tees up a three from the right point. That one halfway down and out by Walker. Rebound taken in by Thomas. Protect that Lupker. Thomas gets the handoff from Parker. Lupker moves it in the front court. Handoff left wing Hamilton. Now right wing for Camden. Wimpy. Wimpy lob into Camp for a tough angle pass. Cougars turn it over for the first time here this evening. With 7:24 to play in the opening quarter. No score here, and it'll be Meskel for Jamie Long. It's hard to tell Long and Johannes apart with the hairstyle. Long's got it off the high ball screen from Walker. Now Walker's got it at the point for the Orphans. Now to the right wing for Jamie Long. Long now bouncing. Tyree Westbrook gets free and a three on the way straight on. No good. Rebound taken in there by Simon Thomas, and he pushes in the front court. 3-on-3. No look feed to Hamilton in the left corner. He thought about a three. Didn't take it. Bounce pass inside left block. Lupker. Lupker a minute into the opening period. Skips to Wimpy. Back for Campworth on the left wing now. Off the ball screen. Campworth moves it to Hamilton. Now he'll set things up offensively. First quarter action brought to you by the Buckeyes of Centralia and Greenville. And Hamilton on the dribble against Johannes. Left side of the floor now with it for Lupker. Got it knocked out of his hands by Long. Wimpy corrals it in front of half court with 6:40 to play. Still no score. Lob pass inside to Lupker at the right block. Now Campworth cutting down the lane. Had it knocked out of his hands. Walker got it on the steal. And Tyree Westbrook moves it to Johannes. Johannes in the front court. Stops and starts at the elbow. Moves it in right wing. Three on the way for Crew. Walker is good. Walker knocks down the three in our first points of the evening. 3-0 on your honest water scoreboard. The Orphans lead. Thomas in the front court at the point. He dribbles over left wing, hand up Hamilton. And Thomas will be called for the illegal screen on Brian Meskel. Thomas' first team foul in the Cougars to the opening half of play. And Martin into the first time. Reese Martin, that is, for the Cougars. Martin, a 6'6 senior, wears number 53. 3-0 Orphans lead on this water scoreboard, and it's Jamie Long in the front court for the Orphans left side of the floor. Long stops and starts, goes right by Thomas, left-handed layup try, a little too strong by Jamie Long. Rebound taken in by Simon Thomas. Thomas into the front court, almost lost it. Corrals it at the point. Now handed it left wing for Campworth. Campworth dribbles over, goes right wing. Hamilton with a head fake there, and they move it into the right corner for Thomas. Had it deflected out by Crew Walker. Ball stay with the Cougars with 5:49 to play in the first quarter. Trailing 3-0 on your honest water scoreboard. Thomas inbound at sideline. Just below the foul line. He moves it now to Hamilton, right side of the floor. Hamilton now. Reese Martin inside left block. Thomas on his way in. Had it stripped and thrown away by Walker into the hands of Johannes. Johannes with a crossover dribble right to the goal. He had it partially blocked by Wimpy. And Campbell comes down with the basketball. Front court Hamilton. Hands it off left wing Wimpy. Lob into Martin, left block off the square. He missed a point-like opportunity. Ball's going to be tipped out by Campworth, and that's 2 point-like chances by the Cougars that they've missed from inside of 4 feet. And they trail 3-0 here with 5:22 to play in the first period of play. That's Brian Meskel with basketball for the Centralia Orphans. Left side of the floor, Tyree Westbrook now on the left wing with it. Now Westbrook surveys, moves it. Meskel left wing off the screen, lob into Walker, and Walker didn't cut to the hole like Meskel wanted. They turned it over. Lee Bennett on his senior guard about that one. The Orphans turn it over, and Centralia has turned it over for just the first time here this evening, and it'll be Simon Thomas with the basketball. 5:05 to play and counting here in the opening quarter. 3-0. Centralia leading the Central Cougars. Hamilton had it knocked out of his hands by Meskel. It'll stay with the Cougars. This side of the floor to be an inbound pass on the sideline in front of Brian Short and John Howard, the guys operating the clock system here at Central High School, in front of the desk. Hamilton inbound it for Campworth. Hand off Thomas, left wing. Skips right wing. Wimpy's feet set, three on the way. Good for three by Camden Wimpy, and a nice design out of a sideline out of bounds play. And Wimpy got the flare screen three. We're tied at 3 with 4:43 to play in the first quarter. Long bouncing left wing, Tyree Westbrook. That's Brian Meskel at the point. Left wing long off a couple of screens. He'll try a three from the left side of the floor in the corner. No good. Rebound taken in by Wimpy. And Thomas into the front court quickly. Now realizes he's got no numbers. He backs it out. A series of crossovers and picks up his dribble at the point. Lob to the right block, Martin. Now it's to Wimpy in the right corner. Off a ball screen inside the three-point line. Deep two. No good. Rebound tipped and into the hands of Crew Walker with 4:15 to play in the first quarter. Still tied at 3 here on your Honest Water scoreboard. Long off a series of ball screens from Walker. Hesitates and drives and lost it on the way in, and a reach-in foul against the Cougars. Fouls on Wimpy, his first. Second team foul. Jamie Long holding his hand. He needs a sub. And our first one of the game on for the Orphans is number 4. A 5'8" senior is Zakeel Johnson. The baseline throw in a box set for Brian Meskel and the Orphans on the baseline right side of the floor. Now it's Johannes for Akeel Johnson. Now left wing Tyree Westbrook. Now Johnson at the point, guarded by Thomas. Meskel right side of the floor. Dribble drive, moves it forward. Johnson now left wing for Tyree Westbrook. Now it's Meskel. Right wing. Johannes. Walker left open. 3-on-3 is good by Crew Walker. Walker's got all 6 Orphan points, both of them from downtown, and it's now 6-3 Orphans here with 3:40 to play. Thomas off a series of ball screens. Campworth in the right wing. Now right corner for Wimpy. Lob it inside Martin, and a hold against Crew Walker. That'll be his first personal, the first team foul on the Orphans with 3:35 to go here in the opening half of play. Walker or Lupker back on for the Cougars for Reese Martin. Also coming on here for the first time for the Centralia Orphans is 6'3" sophomore, number 50, Keyshawn Jones. He's the tallest player on the Orphans roster. Hamilton inbound Thomas and a hand check against Brian Meskel. Meskel's first personal, second team foul against the Orphans. Now another baseline throw in here for the Cougars left side of the bucket for Logan Hamilton. Hamilton to Campworth, catch and shoot. Deep two, that one no good. Rebound, battled for Lupker and Jones. Battling for it, and Jones will be over the back, and that's now the 3 consecutive Orphan fouls on this end of the floor. First one on Jones. And a baseline throw in here by Hamilton as Jamie Long back on to the Orphans for Tyree Westbrook. Orphans playing without Mason Blakemore. Blakemore is a 6-foot sophomore guard. He wears number 24. Hurt, not even dressed tonight for the Orphans. One of their top players. Hamilton, left wing, Wimpy, lob in the Lupker, ball tipped out. It'll be last touch off Akeel Johnson, and a long possession on this end of the floor by the Cougars, who trail 6-3 with 3:22 to play in the first quarter. Now Hamilton again will have it baseline out of bounds for the 4th time. Hamilton for Lupker on the right block. Picks up his dribble. Now Wimpy, left side of the floor for Campworth. Now left corner for Simon Thomas. Now Campworth. Hamilton, a whistle away from the basketball. Lupker is going to be called for an offensive foul, and the Cougars will turn it over for the 4th time. Lupker here against the Cougars, and it's been a sloppy start here to the opening quarter. Ryan Meskel for the Orphans across the Cougar emblem. Center court, left side of the floor, moves it now for Akeel Johnson. Johnson now out top for Preston Johannes. Now it's Jamie Long on the right wing, driving into Thomas, initiates contact. It was stripped away by Simon Thomas. Ball still loose. Campworth crowds and hands it for Thomas. Thomas quickly into the front court. He'll hand it for Hamilton on the left wing. Throws it right wing for Wimpy. Back to Lupker, left block. Now Hamilton left wing dribble drive, and he'll fall away two from the left elbow. It's good for two by Logan Hamilton. With 2:40 to play here in the first quarter. It's still 6-5 Orphans. Jamie Long in the front court for Preston Johannes. Jones left elbow. Back for Johannes on the right wing. Off the ball screen from Jones at a point. Stops at the elbow. Left side of the floor. Moves it for Johnson. Johnson now drives and kicks right wing. Meskel. Meskel then drives and might have traveled into the corner for Johannes. Left side of the floor now up to the left wing. Now Meskel's back in the left corner with the basketball on the backdoor, cutting long right to the 10. And he's fouled by Campworth. And one thing the Orphans might do, even though they are small, they really move well without the basketball. And that one's on Campworth, and that is going to be his first personal foul. And the 14th foul against the Cougars in the opening half of play. So Long at the line here for a couple of free throws after that personal foul against Campworth. First one on the way for Long is good. First time on for the Central Cougars, number 5 is 5'10 junior Jackson Haig. Tyree Westbrook on for the Orphans. And also on for Centralia for the first time is 6'1 sophomore number 32 Will Pryor. Long back at the free throw line. His Orphans lead 7-5 on your Honest Water scoreboard. Free throw number 2 for Long on the way. Good there. Makes it 8-5 Centralia with 2:14 to play in the first period. Simon Thomas with it across the timeline. Haig on the left wing, guarded by Westbrook. Now Campworth left corner. Thomas to the catch and fire. Left elbow. 2 is good by Simon Thomas. 8-7 now on your Honest Water scoreboard. Orphans still lead. They've led here throughout the first quarter. 1:50 to go. Jones on the right wing for Centralia. Had it knocked out of his hands by Parker Lupker. Lupker going to the goal, and the Cougars lead for the first time on your Honest Water scoreboard. 9-8 now. Central leads with 1:38 to play in the first quarter. Long into the front court. Long against Thomas. Right wing now. Pryor. Pryor dribble drive, and he shuffled the puppies and turned it over. Here comes Johannes, and here comes Brian Meskel for the Orphans. Reese Martin back for the Cougars as well. So Campworth will inbound sideline in front of Jeremy Schubert in the Cougar bench. Haig across the timeline now with it. Goes behind the back with a dribble right wing. Now moves it Thomas off a ball screen. Simon stops in the left corner and a reach-in foul against Meskel. And he's got 2 quick personals now. And Meskel picks up the Orphans' 4th team foul with that one. Here comes Crew Walker. In for the Cougars for the first time, number 13 is a 6'2 junior Emmett Jansen. Baseline throw on Jackson Haig this time in front of these Centralia cheerleaders. Left side of the bucket. Left corner now, Thomas with a catch and drive to the goal. Shot attempt, no good. And he's fouled with 1:16 to go. And that one there on Tyree Westbrook. Fouls on 12. Thomas at the line here for 2 free throws. First one on the way is no good. Too strong. Westbrook's his first. 5th team foul against the Orphans here. We got 1:16 to play in the first period. Thomas back at the foul line here, trying to extend that Cougar lead. Second one on the way, too strong that time as well, and he misses a pair, and Akil Johnson with the rebound for the Orphans. Long front court left wing crossover dribble, goes to the goal. Layup is good for 2 off the square by Jamie Long. And 1:05 to play in the first, and the Orphans regain the lead here, 10-9 on your Honest Water scoreboard, and it's Thomas front court. 1 minute to play in the first period. Thomas against Long. And then Martin had it ripped out of his hand by Crew Walker. He goes to the goal. Walker lays it in for 2, and it's now 12-9 Orphans, and Walker's got 8 points here in the opening quarter. Haig inbounds for Thomas with 43 seconds. The Cougars can hold for the final possession if they so do choose to. Thomas left volleyball line extended. Side of the floor now, Campworth right side. Cougars just run some shuffle offense, just trying to burn some clock here. 30 seconds to play in quarter number 1. Emmett Jansen now with the right side of the floor. Jansen, they kind of lost it. Still has it in front half court. He's picked up by Johannes. Martin and skips into the right corner. High passing. Campworth catches it. Right corner, one dribble pick up. Martin cuts to the goal. Off the glass and good for 2 by Reese Martin. 12-11. Orphans lead with 8 seconds to play in the first quarter. Long with 7. 6 in the front court, 5. Now 4, now 3. Long with a head fake, and he's going to be called for a carry with 2 seconds to go. So the Orphans turn it over with 2 seconds to play, and it'll be Pryor on for Tyree Westbrook. Emma Jansen inbound in front of the Beach Theme Central Student Session. Jansen will fire it. Throws it. Thomas from half court on the way. That one's going to be short. And a score on your Honest Water scoreboard after one play is Centralia 12, Central 11. You're listening to high school boys basketball in the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
Find the perfect car, truck, SUV, or crossover that fits your budget at Breeze Motor Sales on Old Route 50 in Breeze. Breeze Motor Sales offering new 2018 Ford vehicles and a wide pre-owned selection too. Breeze Motor Sales has kept your vehicles in tip-top shape with genuine Ford parts for over 100 years on Old Route 50 in Breeze and online at breezemotorsales.com. Breeze Motor Sales, your family dealer since 1913.
For over 50 years, Community Bank of Trenton has been serving the needs of local business. What others might call your small business is our big business. I'm Kyle Brigham, Vice President of Community Bank of Trenton, and I'd like to offer you better service. Maybe you deserve a lower interest rate. Maybe your checking account has too many service charges. Or maybe your bank just forgot what service really means. Give us a call, 224-9258, or check us out online at banktrenton.com. Community Bank of Trenton is locally owned, and we understand the needs of the local business owner. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It's Max 96.7.
Welcome you back to the Dairy King broadcast booth. Greg Meyer here for you from Central Community High School. 8 minutes up on the big board. Quarter number 2 getting ready to begin. It's 12-11 on your Honest Water score. The Centralia Orphans leading the Central Cougars. As we reset the floor here for quarter number 2, it's Lupker, Wimpy, Thomas, Campworth, and Hamilton for the Cougars. Tyree Westbrook, Jamie Long, Preston Johannes, Akeel Johnson, and Crew Walker for the Orphans, who lead by 1 and have the basketball to begin quarter number 2. Your score after 1 quarter of play down at Columbia. It's Columbia 15, Carlisle 8. So let's see one of the other games going on. Westland also playing tonight at home. It's Johannes right wing for the Orphans. Off a ball screen. Now moves it for Jamie Long. It's 12-11 here. The Orphans lead now. Long out near half court. And the Orphans are just content here to hold the basketball. Johnson, Long, drives to the goal, layup try, too strong, and the rebound taken in by Campworth. Simon Thomas in the front court, left wing, hands it off for Hamilton. Now it's Campworth on the right wing with a head fake, and he will back his way in and lost his footing, and Westbrook steals it away ahead for Preston Johannes, and he lays it in for 2, and the Orphans lead 14-11 after that turnover by the Cougars. As we are 50 seconds into quarter number 2. Thomas right side of the floor, right wing now with it. It's Camden Wimpy. Campworth at the point. Dribbles over, hands off left wing. Thomas off the Lupker screen at the point. Picks up his dribble, lobbed inside Lupker. Backs his way in, shot attempt off the glass and in for 2 by Parker Lupker. It's 14-13 now. Orphans still lead by 1, and quarter number 2 here is brought to you by the Breeze American Legion. It's Johannes for Akeel Johnson, back for Johannes out near half court. And the Orphans with a spread formation here. Johannes for Johnson. Johnson driving it to the goal. Layup is too strong. Rebound battled for Walker's over the back for the Orphans. And that's a 16th foul on the Orphans. And that's Walker's second. And Will Pryor's going to come back on here for the Orphans for Crew. Parker Jansen on for the first time for the Cougars. 14-13 on your Honest Water scoreboard. 6:25 to play here in the first half. Orphans lead by 1. It's Thomas across the timeline, right side of the floor. Right wing now, Wimpy with a catch. Wimpy now surveys the defense. It's Jansen, top of the key, lob pass inside, tough catch. Lupker up off the glass is good for 2 and a foul. And Lupker will go to the line for the +1. And Lupker's got the first back-to-back buckets here in the quarter. And that foul is charged to Pryor. He's got his first personal, and the 17er on the Orphans. Lupker +1 on the way. Too strong. Rebound. Jansen, but he's going to be called for a push in the back. Is Parker Jansen. He'll pick up his first and the 15th foul against the Cougars with 6:13 to play in half number 1. Brian Meskel on for Pryor with his 2 fouls. Mentioned the Orphans a little more shallow on the bench tonight than they have been all season. Without Mason Blakemore, the 6-foot sophomore guard, who's out tonight. Long for Brian Meskel. Meskel dribbles over to the point, and he is just going to hold the basketball. Meskel. And Cougars are not content to come out and guard them. Cougars leading by 1 or 15-14 with 5:40 to go, and it might just be a little bit of a holding contest for Lee Bennett and his guys. And with a thin bench, Brian Meskel, who's got a couple of fouls. Crew Walter's got a couple of fouls, so the Orphans are going to figure out where we're going to go offensively here. Johannes. Meskel dribbles it. Moves it now for Jamie Long, and the Orphans again spreading the floor here, bouncing it back for Meskel. Meskel at the point, still dribbling it. No count, according to Jim Broadway yet. Now it's Johannes back for Meskel. 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Central leading 15-14. There's a count on Meskel. Meskel will dribble, drive it inside, and then a reach-in foul. 16 foul. Jansen's got his second personal. 16 foul. Meskel inbound baseline. Johannes backs back out. Meskel back for Johannes at the point. Now Meskel. Meskel. 4:38 to go here, half number 1. Meskel breaks contain. Still does. No count there. Long for Meskel. And a holding game now by the Orphans, who trail by 1 here with 4:25 to play. And they bled off a couple of minutes here on this end of the floor. Meskel turns and speeds back out to half court. Now Johannes back for Meskel. Meskel. Johannes. Spinning against Parker Jansen. Now Meskel. Orphans down 15-14 here. Cougars leading. And Centralia gets in here with 3:58 to play here at half number 1. Down 1 to hold the basketball. Meskel. Backs it for Long. Back for Meskel. And it's Meskel at the point. Long in the one high right corner, along with Johannes, both outside the volleyball line. Then you got Westbrook and Akil Johnson in the low left corners on each, left and right corners on each side. Meskel still's got a dribble. Wimpy's got a count. Meskel backs it back out with 3:28 to go. 15-14, Central leading. Long back for Meskel. Meskel content, so is Lee Bennett to hold the ball. Meskel for Long. Now Long will be just content to hold it. Now Meskel. Meskel. A series of head fakes, drives, moves it, Johnson, bouncing, Tyree Westbrook in the left corner, back out to Johannes, left wing, drives to the goal, layup is waved off and an offensive foul, and all that time for Lee Bennett and his Orphans with 2:46 to go, and they draw a charge. Thomas came over, took the hit, Johannes picks up his first, and the 18 foul on the Orphans. And a big sigh of relief, far side of the floor by the Cougar faithful. They were happy with that one there on that charge ticket. Now they'll have it again. Here the Cougars will front court for Camden Wimpy. For Parker Jansen at the point. Left wing handoff to Thomas off the ball screen. Thomas. Jansen, lob, Lupker, a holding foul against Will Pryor, and that's going to be free throws. For Lupker, 1 and the bonus. Johannes has got 2 personals, 19 foul against the Orphans with 2:29 to play here in the first half. Meskel be coming back in for the Orphans. Leaves it short. Rebound tipped. Lupker then lost his footing. And then Johnson beelines back and hands it for Preston Johannes. And in the front court, Johnson for Jamie Long. Beyond the volleyball line, right side of the floor. Orphans down. Cougars leading 15-14 here on your Honest Water scoreboard. Long dribbles middle of the floor, bouncing Johannes. Back for Long. Long. For Keel Johnson. Johnson with 1:50 to play in half number one. We'll have the Hardy's halftime coming up. Stats trying to get some scores from other games going on. Johannes for Johnson. Johannes. Back for Jamie Long. Long. Bouncing Johnson. Nowhere near the arc. Out beyond the volleyball line. Near half court. Johnson keeps the dribble against Parker Lupker. Now it's Long. Long with 1:17 to play in the first half. For Johannes. Now Johnson and Johannes. Johnson. And Lupker is going to be called for reaching in. And that's his third. And the 17th foul puts the Cougars over the limit. And that right there is just not a good foul. Because that'll put the Cougars over the limit. And Johnson will be at the free throw line with 1:03 to go in the first half. A 5'9" sophomore guard, number 10, Marcus Isaiah, on for the first time for the Orphans. And at the line, Akeel Johnson for one in the bonus. Front end of the 1-and-1 on the way good. Tied at 15 here on your Honest Water scoreboard. 1:03 to play here in the first half. Back at the line will be Akeel Johnson. Max Campworth at the desk for the Cougars, so check in. Johnson gives Orphans a 1-point lead here with 1:03 to play in the half. Campworth for Simon Thomas. Across the timeline with 57 seconds to go. Lupker left side floor. Now Campworth. Wimpy. Bouncing Hamilton right side of the floor. Now Simon Thomas with 43 seconds. Arrow is in favor of the Cougars, so if they want to hold for the last one they can, they do so choose to. Wimpy in the left corner. Now Thomas with 33 seconds. Lupker. Lupker for Thomas with 20 seconds. Left side of the floor, outside the volleyball line. Hamilton now right side of the floor. Right corner, Lupker. Now Hamilton, now Thomas with 14. Now 13, now 12. On the dribble with 10. A backdoor cutting. Hamilton to catch. He had it partially blocked by Johnson. Westbrook out of the pack with it with 4 seconds. Johnson with 3. Driving right to the goal. Layup is good for 2 as the horn expires on the first half. And you're scoring your Honest Water scoreboard after one half of play. The Centralia Orphans 18. The Central Cougars 15. The Hardy's hip time will be coming up. You're listening to high school boys basketball and the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
Start saving on your heating bills today with a 7 Series or 5 Series water furnace from Tunya Service Company. The 7 Series water furnace is the world's most efficient geothermal system. In addition to big savings on your heating costs, the 7 Series and the 5 Series water furnace carries a 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a free estimate and the world's most experienced geothermal team, call Tunya Service Company in Damiansville today. 248-5130.
It's true. What's in the box does matter. Hi, this is A.G. Becker. You'll make this a very exciting Christmas for someone you love when you open a gift from Becker Jewelers. No one offers you a wider selection of quality jewelry to put in that box. We have the top designers at Becker's. Levian's, amazing chocolate diamonds, and colored stone jewelry. Imperial Pearl, Elle, Bellari, Alex and Ani, and so many more. Our diamond jewelry is the perfect gift. You can choose from Hearts on Fire, Scott K, Gabriel, and Art Carved. We have this year's most popular gifts, including stackable rings, our stackable bracelets, and layered necklaces, and a great selection of diamond studs and pendants. What's in the box does matter.
It's Main Street in Breeze, on the Square in Highland, and at BeckerJewelers.com.
If it has been a long time since you've been to the dentist, you need to know you're not alone. For some, past experiences make it impossible to pick up the phone and call. Others are embarrassed because it has been so long. Hi, I'm Dr. Casey Santel, a general dentist from Breeze, Illinois, who sedates patients with pills. I believe in listening to our patients and finding workable solutions to problems they have without making them feel guilty or putting them down. Please call me, Dr. Casey Santel, at Breeze Dental Care at 526-2020 to schedule an appointment where sedation dentistry is an option for you to take care of your teeth without anxiety.
Are you looking for a happy dental home? Dr. Draghi and Dr. Santel are in-network providers with many insurance companies and have what you are looking for. New patients welcome and most emergencies seen immediately. Get back on the right track to good dental health with Breeze Dental Care. Call 526-2020. That's 526-2020.
HSHS St. Joseph's Hospital in Breeze proudly accepts most health insurance plans to better serve your health care needs. With every emergency we care for, every illness we treat, and every baby we deliver, we'll help make sure you get the care you need. Selecting health insurance can be difficult, but choosing a facility is simple. Select St. Joseph's Breeze. We've got you covered. Learn more at stjoebreeze.com/enroll.
You found Max 96.7.
Welcome you back to the Dairy King broadcast booth. Greg Meyer here for you from Central Community High School. Your score on your Honest Water scoreboard at the half is the Centralia Orphans 18, the Central Cougars 15. As we get ready here for the Hardee's halftime for you in this one. Take a look at the first half stats here. It's for the Central Cougars. They're 6 of 11 from two-point field goal range. Good for 55%. 1 of 2 from 3 for 50%. 0 of 4 at the free throw line for no percentage. They're 7 of 13 overall from the field for 54%. All the Cougars with 7 rebounds and 6 turnovers. Other side of the coin, the Centralia Orphans are 4 of 9 from two-point field goal range. Good for 44%. 2 of 4 from 3 for 50%. 4 of 4 at the free throw line for a perfect percentage there. 6 of 13 overall is the Orphans from the field for 46% with 5 rebounds and 4 turnovers for the Orphans. Box score breakdown here in this one. Centralia led 12-11 after one quarter. Outscored the Cougars 6-4 in quarter number 2. They lead at 18-15 here in this one. The Orphans are led in scoring by a game high and a team high 8 points by Crew Walker. Walker is 3 out of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from behind the three-point line for his 8 points. Then goes down the line to 4 points for Akil Johnson and Jamie Long. And then 2 points for Preston Johannes to round out the Orphans scoring. Orphans are led in rebounding by Preston Johannes. He has 2, along with Akil Johnson has 2 rebounds as well for the Orphans through one half of play. Other side of the floor, the Cougars are led in scoring by Parker Lupker. Lupker's got 6 points. He's 3 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 at the free throw line for his 6 points. And he goes down the line to 3 points for Camden Wimpy. 2 points apiece for Reese Martin, Logan Hamilton, and Simon Thomas. Thomas has got a team high in rebounds with 3 rebounds at the half to lead the Cougars. 18-15 is your score here on your Honest Water score. We got an update from Columbia at the half. Carlisle trailing Columbia 37-16 through one half of play down there. It's 18-15 here. We'll have our Clinton County Showcase presenting our trivia question here coming up in just a little bit. Don't forget you can join Rip Nonmeyer every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday for Talking Sports. Rip will open up the show with scores and stuff, and we'll recap action from games from around the area. That's Talking Sports with Rip every Monday and Wednesday from 6 to 7, and every Saturday morning from 9 until 10 o'clock. We'll take another break here on the Hardee's halftime. You're scoring your Honest Water scoreboard here through one half of play is the Centralia Orphans 18, the Central Cougars 15. You're listening to high school boys basketball and the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
Sound familiar? A flat tire in the middle of nowhere? Car keys locked in the car? Or a battery that needs a jump start? You're stranded on the side of the road and need emergency roadside assistance to get your car moving. Call Benoff Insurance in Breeze and Trenton about roadside rescue coverage from Beacon Insurance that's available to everyone who has a personal auto policy with Beacon Insurance. Roadside Rescue will save your day with 24/7 roadside assistance at no extra cost to you if you have comprehensive coverage. Call Benoff Insurance, your Beacon Insurance agency, today at 526-4888.
Southern Bus and Mobility is your Braun Ability dealer in Breeze. Brawnability features the broadest lineup of wheelchair-accessible vehicles with more brands, entry types, features, and price points than any other manufacturer in the industry. See for yourself at Southern Bus and Mobility why a new or certified pre-owned wheelchair-accessible Brawnability vehicle is the only way to go. Call 526-4131 or stop by just east of Breeze on Old Route 50. Working farms are busy all year long, so depend on Jansen Farm Equipment to keep your equipment running strong. With a parts store and service department, Jansen Farm Equipment has a team of professionals that you can count on. Jansen Farm Equipment carries AGCO, New Idea, Gleaner, White, and Massey Ferguson. Jansen Farm Equipment, 18222 State Route 127. Shop online at jansenfarm.com or call 594-2962.
Prairie Farms Dairy helps build strong bodies and strong minds. Prairie Farms Dairy offers the finest dairy products like skim milk, slice and string cheese, sour cream, cottage cheese, flavored yogurts, light ice cream, and more. Take charge of your body and get your daily source of vitamins and minerals from the products you've come to love from Prairie Farms Dairy. You can always count on Prairie Farms Dairy, always fresh, always the best.
This broadcast is a presentation of Wcxo Sports. Wcxo Sports is brought to you by the Benoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, HSHS St. Joseph Hospital, Breeze, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlisle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, Southern OBGYN Associates, Med Plus Physical Medicine, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman, Central Illinois Truck Service, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial Representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and by the Carlisle and Breeze Hardys. WCXO Sports, powered by the Union Banner at Union Banner on Facebook. Your sports teams, your community, your radio station.
Max 96.7.
Welcome me back to the Dairy King broadcast booth here. Greg Meyer for you from Central Community High School. Your score on your Honest Water scoreboard through 2 quarters of play is the Centralia Orphans 18, the Central Cougars 15. It'll be Cougar basketball to begin quarter number 3. We'll take a look here at your Clinton County Showcase trivia question, and we'll stick with the NCAA questions this week. What year did the NCAA tournament field expand to 64 teams? Again, what year did the NCAA tournament field expand to 64 teams? Don't forget, you can listen to all our broadcasts right here and everywhere at WCXO967.com. Click on Live Sports. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel for notifications when we are on the air with all of our sports broadcasts. It's 18-15 here on your Honest Water scoreboard through 2 quarters of play. Orphans leading the Cougars as we get ready here for second half action. Both teams back out on the floor. But both teams out here warming up. Officials back out on the floor. Clinton County or Carlisle Union Banner presents our next couple of broadcasts. We'll have those coming up as well. Thursday, Mater Day at Hillsboro girls action. Friday, Westland at Central and boys action. And then on Saturday, it'll be Waterloo at Mater Day girls. So to round out the Christmas holiday, before the Christmas holiday, 3 more big basketball games coming up this week and weekend. Let's take a look here at the answer to our Clinton County Showcase trivia question. What year did the NCAA tournament field expand to 64 teams? That'd be the 1984-85 season. That was the answer to our Clinton County Showcase trivia question. We get ready here for the second half of basketball between the Centralia Orphans and the Central Cougars. It's Thomas, Wimpy, Lubker, Campworth, Hamilton reset the floor for the Cougars. Orphans will have Tyree Westbrook out there, along with Jamie Long, Akil Johnson, Marcus Isaiah, and Will Pryor. So the Orphans are going to sit Meskel with his 2 fouls, Johannes with his 2 fouls, and Walker with his 2 fouls to begin quarter number 3. Thomas on the left wing for the Cougars. Lob pass inside to Wimpy, deflected out by Akil Johnson. They'll stay on the far end of the floor here. Cougars move left to right here in the second half of play. Orphans will move right to left. Baseline throw in for Logan Hamilton. In the right corner, that's Parker Lupker. Lob, Thomas, right block. No look fee inside to Campworth. Good for 2 and a foul as Campworth got to the rim. And a good feed by Thomas. And quickly, Long, Johannes, and Meskel. Or sorry, check that out. Johannes, Meskel, and Walker back on for the Orphans. So Campworth at the line, +1 chance to tie the game up here at 18 points apiece. Deep breath on the way. Good there by Campworth. Tied at 18. 7:43 to play third quarter. Tied up. Johannes for Long. Long, middle of the floor. Westbrook, left wing. Walker, 3 on the way. No, and it's going to be waved off. He'll go screen. And Long picks up his first. Pryor back on. Along with Akeel Johnson and 21 for the first time, Fred Sechrist. Orphans will sit Walker, Johannes, and Meskel. Front court, Simon Thomas. Hamilton left wing. Left corner, Campworth. Now Hamilton. Thomas at the point. Left wing, Campworth, 3 teed up. Good for 3 by Max Campworth. 21-18, Cougars lead on this water scoreboard. Campworth's got 6 all in the quarter. And we're a minute into the third period. Long for Pryor. Pryor for Long. For Tyree Westbrook, right side of the floor. Now Johnson. For Westbrook. Now Johnson. Just a game of catch. Orphans playing, running flex here a little bit. Johnson dribbles over, goes to Pryor now. Now it's Johnson. Third quarter action here brought to you by V&H Recreation. That's Westbrook, left side of the floor. Now Sechrist, top of the key with it. Or by Campworth, now Long. Pryor now. Orphans trying to burn as much clock off the third quarter as they can here. Multiple guys in foul trouble and a very thin bench for Lee Bennett. Westbrook from Long, right side of the floor. Now Sechrist. Now Long on the left wing. Bounce pass. Pryor couldn't catch it on the low box. And the ball back over to the Cougars. With 6 minutes even to go in the third period. They lead 21-18 on your Honest Water scoreboard to the Cougars. Simon Thomas has got the basketball. Across the timeline, front court at the point. Now it's Lupker, right side. Thomas, left wing. Thomas dribbling it. Out at the point, beyond the volleyball line. Setting things up, 5:35 to play. Handoff left wing, Hamilton. Right wing for Wimpy. Wimpy now, Thomas in the right corner. Skips. Left wing, catch and fire. Hamilton 3. That one off the iron. Good, and a foul in the rebounding action. Pryor called for a hold on Campworth. And Pryor as his second and the third teamer against the Orphans. Johannes, Walker, and Meskel back on. Baseline throw, Logan Hamilton, box set for the Cougars. Right side of the bucket. Hamilton will trigger it. It's it in Thomas, right corner. Campworth, top of the key. Now Thomas. Thomas at the point, keeps the dribble alive here. Moves left wing now, and he'll hand it for Hamilton. Hamilton. Now it's Campworth, right corner. Thomas, right block, Wimpy. Spun inside, had it knocked out of his hands. Hamilton corrals it. Hits Campworth, coming to the bucket, off the glass, and in for 2 by Campworth. And it's 23-18 Cougars with 4:55 to play in the third. Johannes on the left wing for Long. Bouncing right wing for Tyree Westbrook. Now Walker had the hot hand in half. Number 1, Johannes for Westbrook. That's a right wing 3. That one left a little short. Wimpy skies for the glass and gets the rebound. squeezes the orange and hands it for Simon Thomas. A 4:35 to play here in the third period. Thomas across the timeline at the point. Left side of the floor for Campworth now. Campworth, Lupker, right elbow, lob. Hamilton, right block extended. Hamilton now backs his way into the middle of the lane. Thought about a turnaround jumper. Now it's Campworth, right wing. Backs his way in. Fall away too. Campworth off the glass. He's got all 10 points in the quarter. And the Cougars with a 25-18 lead here on your Honest Water scoreboard with 4:05 to go in the third. Long in the front court. Meskel. Right wing now, Tyree Westbrook. Now Long, top of the key. Bouncing Walker on the right wing. Walker for Long, left side of the floor. Long of a series of moves. Then loses Thomas, and a foul line deuce is good by Jamie Long. And that's the Orphans' first field goal of the half, and that comes with 3:40 to go in the third. Thomas, right wing, Camden Wimpy. Now it's Campworth, lob, tough catch. Lupker inside, surrounded, goes up with it, misses it, gets it back, try again. No, that one off the iron and no good, but he's fouled that time. That one's on Crew Walker. That's Walker's third foul. 14th foul against the Orphans. Lupker at the line, first one on the way, went off the iron, no good. Jackson Haig on for Hamilton. Lupker back at the stripe. Free throw number 2 on the way. Misses a pair and a foul underneath and a push on Campworth. Campworth picks up his second. First team foul in the Cougars. The second half of play. 3:31 to go in the third quarter. Long back for Meskel across the timeline. Meskel. A series of head fakes, drives to the goal, then had it knocked out of his hands by Wimpy, and it'll stay with the Orphans on this end of the floor. Baseline throwing for Brian Meskel. Johannes Long drives it into the lane. Kick left wing Walker. Walker. Johannes. Now Meskel. Orphans down 25-20. Johannes bounce past Walker, right wing. Now Johannes at left point. Off the ball screen from Walker. Reverses pivot. Elbow to left side by Johannes. A little strong. And the rebound taken in by Wimpy. And Thomas has got it with 2:55 to play in the third quarter. Thomas, front court double team there. Campworth and moves it right wing Wimpy. Puppy set 3 on the way. Too strong. Rebound. Haig, who then lost his footing in the rebounding action. And the foul is against the Orphans. That was on Tyree Westbrook. That's his second personal on the fifth teamer on the Orphans here the second half of the play. Baseline throwing, Haig. Box set Cougars, gets it in, Campworth, hands it back left corner for Haig. Haig will dribble it, bounce it back, Campworth in the left corner. Now dribbles up to the left wing, does Max. Now moves it to Thomas with 2:38 to play in the third quarter. Thomas against Long, drives, lost it, on the way in, shot no good as he corralled himself. Rebound taken in by Walker, and Long in the front court for the Orphans. Long stops, starts to the goal. Layup is no good by Long. And 2 point-like opportunities for the Orphans that couldn't cash in. And Thomas has got it for the Cougars with 2:15 to play in the third quarter. Thomas against Long across the timeline. Thomas throws it for Wimpy, left wing, deflected, stolen away. Meskel's got it. And he's got a full head of steam. Meskel surveys the defense, now dribbles it back out to the left wing with 2 minutes to play in the third. It's Westbrook in the left corner, dribbles up to the left wing, now moves it right side of the floor for Long. Long stops, moves it Walker at the point. Walker now hands off left wing for Johannes. Now it's Long with a head fake drive to the goal, layup by Long, missed another one, and the rebound taken in by Wimpy. Haig across the timeline, picks up his dribble. And a whistle and a timeout taken here by Jeremy Schubert. 1:35 to go in the third quarter. Scoring your Honest Water scoreboard is the Central Cougars 25, the Centralia Orphans 20. That's the high school boys basketball and the Central Cougars on MAC 96.7.
What is one of the first things people notice about you? You guessed it, it's your teeth. Let Dr. Trong, Dr. Erickson, or Dr. Hilsman at Breeze or Trenton Dental Group give you a smile you can be proud of. Since 1995, Breeze and Trenton Dental Group has served the community with a family-friendly setting. Breeze and Trenton Dental Group is also your Invisalign provider. They offer cosmetic treatments to improve your smile, as well as tooth implants. Schedule your appointment today in Breeze at 526-4233 or Trenton at 224-7129.
You're on Max 96.7.
Back here, Dairy King broadcast booth. Greg Meyer here for you with 1:35 to go in the third quarter. Central leading Centralia 25-20 here on your Honest Water scoreboard. Emmett Jansen just checked in during the timeout for the Cougars. Akeel Johnson with Pryor back on for the Orphans during that stop. Jackson Higgs got the basketball in the front court, picks it up there. Campworth catches it. Stop, pop, elbow, two. That one left a little short. Rebound taken in by Johannes. Johannes into the front court left wing. Stops and starts against Haig. He's cut off in a foul against Haig. That's going to be his first personal and the second team foul against the Cougars. On the second half of play, Tyree Westbrook at the desk. He's going to check, and we got a score update from Columbia. It's 56-32 Eagles after three quarters. Crew Walker back on for the Orphans. Calvin Rockers in for the first time for the Cougars as well. And Simon Thomas on for Emmett Jansen. 1:18 to play third quarter. Cougars leading 25-20. Honest Water scoreboard. Mesco bounces it in for Johannes in the left corner. He dribbles up to the left wing. Now Jamie Long at the point. Right side of the floor now with the dribble. Still alive with it. Bouncing now left side of the floor. Walker now back to the right side of the floor for Long. Long now picked up by Thomas off the ball screen. Stops and starts. Kick. Left corner. Trifecta all the way. Mesco for three. With 59 seconds to go. It's 25-23. Thomas for Wimpy. Wimpy against Meskel. Double team comes far side of the floor. Rockers corrals it. Could have been over and back. Not sure. Rockers does get it across. Rockers. Right wing with a dribble against Johannes. Handoff Thomas. Thomas driving down the lane. Left-handed layup try. No good. Rebound tipped into the left corner. Rebounded by Long. Long with 30 seconds into the front court. Long. No one picks up the basketball. He goes right to the goal. Missed the layup. And the rebound taken in by Wimpy. With 22 seconds to go down to tie things up. Long's missed three layups here in the quarter. Thomas left wing handoff for Rockers. Rockers and a foul on Long. And Long is called for his second. 6-teamer against the Orphans. Haig on for Rockers. Akeel Johnson on for Crew Walker. Sideline throw in with 13 seconds to go by Jackson Haig, just to the right of the scorer's table. Haig for Campworth. Campworth now dribbles over right wing, hand off Thomas with 11, now 10, now 9, dribbles all the way to the left wing with 8, Wimpy with 7, Lupker left block with 6, kick out, right wing 3, Haig, good for 3 by Jackson Haig as the horn expires on the third quarter. Your score on your Honest Water scoreboard is the Central Cougars 28. The Centralia Orphans 23. You're listening to high school boys basketball and the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
Isaac Auto Body in Carlisle offers quality service for a variety of vehicle-related mishaps. Since 1970, Isaac Auto Body has been there when you need them most. From accident scene recovery to 24/7 towing, give them a call at 594-2435. Isaac Auto Body's skilled collision repair team and auto body painters can make any car look as good as the day it left the dealer's lot. Isaac Auto Body is committed to providing fast, quality service on your vehicle. Find them online at isaacautobody.com.
Hi, Amanda Hugo, Internet Marketing Gal here at Jansen Chevrolet. Everyone who works here strives to give you the best service and experience possible, and our track record speaks for itself. Jansen Chevrolet is #1 in new Chevrolet sales in Clinton, Marion, and Washington counties. In addition to the way we do business, this is home, and we support local charities and communities and are proud that our customers, through the years, have become our friends. Jansen Chevrolet on Route 161 in Germantown.
Max 96.7.
Welcome you back to the Dairy King broadcast booth. Greg Meyer here for you. 8 minutes up, fourth quarter, getting ready to begin. 28-23 Cougars lead on your Honest Water scoreboard. Campworth, Wimpy, Haig, Thomas, Rees-Smart to begin the fourth quarter for the Cougars. Meskel, Johannes, Long, Crew Walker, and Tyree Westbrook to begin quarter number 4 for the Orphans, who have the basketball to begin the fourth period. Right wing, Brian Meskel. Tyree Westbrook gets free. Free ball all the way by Tyree Westbrook. No good. Rebound. Ends up in the hands of Westbrook, and he puts it back up and in for two. Tyree Westbrook, Cougars screened out everybody real good. Just didn't go get the basketball. And Westbrook, the recipient of a 2-point field goal. It's 28-25. Thomas off the Campbell screen at the point. Now dribbles over right wing for Wimpy. Lob. Reese Martin, right block. Had it stripped out of his hands by Westbrook, and a reach-in foul against the Cougars here with 7:28 to play in the fourth quarter. Campworth's got his, actually they called on Reese Martin. They call his first personal 13 foul. Hamilton on for Haig. So Meskel inbounds right side of the basket. Long and him with the floor to go. And he's got it. Does Jamie Long, left side of the floor, goes left wing for Preston Johannes. Tyree Westbrook catches fire. That's way down south three. That one halfway down and out. No good. Thomas with the rebound. Thomas against Long. Still trying to work his way across the timeline. He finally does. Double team comes. He hits Wimpy. One power dribble and cut off there. Hits Thomas foul line with a series of head fakes. And backs it back out. Minute into the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter action brought to you by Michelson's Auto Body in Bartelzo. That is Max Campbell, left side of the floor. Reese Martin now with a touch. Martin and almost had it stolen away. Hamilton's got it. Double team comes there. Now Thomas in the corner. Wimpy tees it up. Good for three. Camden Wimpy. And it's 31-25. Cougars with a 6:34 spot to go here in the fourth quarter. Long for Johannes. Tyree Westbrook, left wing. Westbrook. Brian Meskel at the point. Crew Walker on the left wing. Hands it there for Long off a couple of screens. Moves it back to the right wing for Meskel. Now Long top of the key off the Walker screen. Stops and starts. Goes to the goal. Had it blocked by Martin out of the air. Hamilton's got it in the front court. He's got no numbers. He beelines back near half court and slows things down for the Cougars. Hamilton against Westbrook. Picks up his dribble. Then had it knocked out of his hands. And Walker steals it away. Walker in the front court. Moves it for Long on the right corner. Now back Walker. Now Meskel top of the key with 5:53 to play in the fourth quarter. Meskel with a head fake and a drive. Shows and goes. Layup off the iron. No good. Rebound taken in by Thomas. Thomas front court. Campworth. Left side. Guarded by Johannes. Campworth drives. Top of the key now with it is Smart. A timeout taken here by Jeremy Schubert with 5:29 to play in the fourth quarter. He's scoring the Honest Water scoreboard is Central 31. Centralia 25 listening to high school boys basketball and the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
Garages are great, and then something eventually goes wrong with your garage door. Don't just call anyone when you have a garage door problem. Call Fairman Garage Doors, providing trusted quality service for over 20 years. Locally owned and operated, Fairman Garage Doors can handle residential and commercial, and no job is too big or too small. Call 526-8548 for Fairman Garage Doors, an authorized Clopay dealer.
Max 96.7.
Back here, Derek King broadcast booth. 5:29 to play quarter number 4. Greg Meyer here for you from Central Community High School. Keel Johnson back on for the Orphans during that stop. Jackson Haig back on for the Cougars along with Parker Lupker. It'll be Haig inbounding the basketball sideline in front of the Central Cougar bench. And a box set with 5:29 to play in the fourth quarter. It's 31-25 Cougars lead on your Honest Water scoreboard. Campworth with a catch right point. Hands it off right wing for Thomas. Thomas, still on the dribble, guarded by Johannes. Thomas, Lupker. Left side, Campworth. Right wing, Haig, left side of the floor. Double team comes, pass deflected, stolen away. Johannes into the front court. Puts him off the glass and in for two by Preston Johannes with 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter.
Preston Johannes on the basket.
Wimpy, front court, Thomas pushing it. Head down, kicks it, Lupker, left corner. Hits a cutting Wimpy inside, pass deflected out. Last touchdown by Meskel. Baseline throw on Haig. In a box set to the right side of the basket. Haig will look to inbound it. Gets it in Campworth on the right wing. Lob, right block, Thomas. No look, kick out, left wing three, Wimpy. Too strong. Rebound. Thomas has got it over long, and then on his way up is fouled by Johnson with 4:40 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Foul number 4, Akil Johnson. His first.
Johnson's first personal 17 foul against the Orphans. Thomas at the line. He'll shoot a couple. Calvin Rockers at the desk. He'll check in for the Cougars after the first free throw attempt. First one on the way. Good. Hagel sit. Thomas back at the line. Cougars leading 32-27 on Giannis Water scoreboard with 4:40 to play in the fourth quarter, and he hits the second, making it 33-27. Brian Meskel for the Orphans. Front court. Johannes. Now Meskel, right wing Johnson. Johnson dribbles up to the point. Moves it left wing Meskel with a head fake there. Meskel now still with it into the left corner for Jamie Long. Long dribbles up to the left wing. Still has it, bouncing it right wing now for Meskel. Now Walker, freed up, 3 ball on the way. That one off the front iron. A big hop, no good. The rebound taken in by Calvin Rockers. Thomas with 4:10 to play, fourth quarter ahead for Rockers. Rockers hits a cutting, Kempworth to the goal. Layup is good for 2, and a foul, and Kempworth to the line for +1. The foul's on Drew Walker, his 4th. A teamer against the Orphans. Kempworth at the stripe. +1 on the way. Good. 36-27. Cougars lead on your Honest Water scoreboard. Tyree Westbrook comes on for the Orphans for Johnson. With 4:05 to play and rolling. Long for Johannes. Right wing Tyree Westbrook. Now Meskel. Drives to the goal. Jump stops into the lane. Kicks it back. Johannes left wing stops and kicks it back. Walker with a head fake. Handoff left wing Long with 3:48 to go. Meskel in the left corner. Meskel now dribbles up to the left wing. Now to the point. Now Long. Now Walker. Freed up there. He gives it to left wing. Johannes. Back right wing now for Long. Johannes off a ball screen. Stops left elbow. Left wing Meskel with 3:33 to play here in the fourth. Meskel bouncing left corner for Johannes. Johannes for Tyree Westbrook with 3:25 to go. Now Walker in a run over there by Lupker as he ran Johannes over, and that's the 4th team foul against the Cougars here in the second half of play with 3:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lupker has got his 2nd. Baseline throwing Brian Meskel left side of the basket for the Orphans. Box set bouncing to Johannes. Long. Right wing, Crew Walker. Walker dribbles up. Johannes. Right wing, Jamie Long. Now Tyree Westbrook. Walker. Right wing with a catch. 3:10 to play in the fourth quarter. Meskel off a couple of screens. Moves it left wing for Westbrook. A head fake and a stop and a kick. Johannes with a head fake. Lost it on the way in, and the Orphans turn it over. Thomas has got it. Thomas backs it back out with 2:53 to play fourth quarter. Thomas going to the goal. Missed the easy one. Rebound Wimpy up off the glass. He missed that one. And then Walker and a held ball between Wimpy and Walker. And Wimpy might have been over the back. Orphan fans below us here don't like that call. Cougars will keep possession on the held ball. Johnson comes on for Walker. Jackson Hay comes on for Calvin Rockers. Logan Hamilton back on for Parker Lupker. Inbound, Thomas, right corner. Ball fake stops, and he traveled. 2:39 to play fourth quarter, 36-27. Rockers and Lupker both back on for the Cougars. Crew Walker back for the Orphans. To the Cougars on the turnover. Orphans have turned it over now for the 7th time. Haig, Hamilton back on, Long back on for the Orphans. 2:31 to go, 36-27. Central leads on its winner scoreboard here. Whisper Internet post game will be coming up. Wimpy spins out of the double team, moves it ahead. Haig Back for Thomas. Now Logan Hamilton, left wing. Drives it, goes behind the back with it, now moves it to Campworth, right wing. Into the right side of the floor now with it. Hegg spins away. Double team comes. Campworth, right block. Hits a cut of Hamilton. Tough catch off the glass for 2 by Logan Hamilton. Acrobatic catch by Hamilton. The Cougars have their largest lead of the game, 11 points, 38-27. 2 minutes to play fourth quarter. Whisper Internet post game will be coming up. Meskel with a crossover dribble drive to the goal and a reach-in foul against Wimpy. Will it be in the act of shooting? Wimpy picks up his second 15 foul against the Cougars. Meskel at the line for 2 free throws. Brian Meskel, the senior. First free throw left short, no good. Meskel back at the line. Free throw, number 2, on the way. Hits that one. 38-28 on your Honest Water scoreboard. 1:54 to play fourth quarter. The Cougars leading the Orphans here. Hegg. Wimpy. Campworth ahead. Hamilton, layup, 2, book it. 40-28 now. Cougars lead long in the front court. The Orphans got to get going here. Cougars content to let them just dribble it long, pull up 2 at the foul line, good. With 1:33 to go, it's 40-30. Timeout on the floor. You're listening to high school boys basketball. The Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
I'm Amy Cruzy, your local Edward Jones financial advisor in Aveston. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Call me, Amy Cruzy, at 228-7688 or stop by my office at 406 Steel Bridge Street in Aveston for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Max 96.7.
Welcome you back to the Dairy King broadcast booth. Greg Meyer here. Dylan Meyer on the stats. Here tonight, 40-30 on your Honest Water score. The Cougars leading the Centralia Orphans with 1:33 to play in the fourth quarter. Cougars trying to move to 5-3 on the season. Orphans with a loss here tonight will move to 5-6 on the year. Whisper Internet post game will be coming up. Get you our next couple of broadcasts. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, trio of games coming up. Then it'll be Christmas holiday, and then it'll be at the Monday tournament. Thomas across the timeline for Hamilton. Lobs for Hegg, showing away Westbrook. Long. Drives, Yearling into the lane, and a foul on the floor, and a blocking foul against Thomas, and that's just a Cougar team foul with 1:19 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lupker, Rockers, both going to come on offense, defense switches.
His second, team 6. Parker Lefter, Calvin Rockers in for the Cougars.
Crew Walker back on for the Orphans as well. Meskel inbounds. Right side of the basket. Box set. Johannes, right corner. Long. Westbrook. At Meskel, catch and fire. Left wing 3. That one left a little short. Lupker with a rebound for the Cougars. Wimpy gets it across for Campworth quickly. Campworth then double team there. Skips. Right wing. Wimpy to the goal. Layup is no good, and a foul. And Wimpy will go to the free throw line with 1:03 to play here in the fourth period. Fouls on Tyree Westbrook, his third. Wimpy at the line. 2 free throws here. Hits the first. 41-30, Cougars lead Honest Water scoreboard. Time on the Cougars side here with an 11-point lead. Free throw number 2 on the way. Good there, 42-30. On your Honest Water scoreboard is the Cougars 42, the Orphans 33. Listen to high school boys basketball, the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
Granny moved into a retirement home last month and used Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company to sell her home and farmland. Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company is a family-run business where they know the meaning behind loyalty. Call 228-7395 for Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company. Granny says give them a try. They worked for her, now let them work for you. A name you can trust. Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company in Aveston.
Reekman Brothers Farm Equipment has locations in Oakville, Centralia, and Breeze. Reekman Brothers sells the finest John Deere tractors, plus lawn and garden equipment and accessories. Reekman Brothers has been a part of the farming industry for over 83 years. Call Reekman Brothers for farm machinery and farmland auction services. 243-6186. Reekman Brothers, your John Deere dealer.
It's Max 96.7.
Welcome back to the Dairy King broadcast booth. 55 seconds. Johannes has got 3, 10-team foul, so 2 free throws the rest of the way. Wimpy will make the trek down with 52 seconds to go and shoot a couple of free throws. So Wimpy at the line. First one on the way. Good. 43-33 Cougars with 52.7 to go. Lupker and Rockers on for the offense-defense switches. Wimpy back at the line. Free throw number 2 on the way there. Good as well. It's 44-33. Cougars with 52 seconds to go. Long front court. Head fake and a drive to the goal. And a foul against Simon Thomas with 45 seconds to play. Thomas picks up his third, 17 foul against the Cougars. Jamie Long at the line. Free throw number 1 on the way. Too strong. Haig and Hanson back on for the Cougars. Keel Johnson back for the Orphans. Long back at the line. Free throw number 2 on the way is good. 44-34 now. Thomas inbound it. Long ball try. Completed to Hamilton. He stops. Initiates contact. Shot attempt is good for 2 plus a foul. And Hamilton might have just put the exclamation on this one here tonight. That was on Johnson, his second personal. Rockers on. Hamilton. At the line, plus 1 chance here for Logan Hamilton. Free throw on the way. Big friendly hop off the iron and gets it to go. Lupker on now for Hamilton. 42 seconds to go. Cougars with a 13-point lead. Long. Stop and pop 3 on the way for Long. That one no good. Campworth with the rebound. Wimpy ahead for Lupker. Now for Calvin Rockers. And head coach Lee Bennett just going to allow the Cougars to dribble it out. Here in this one, your final score looking to be on your Honest Water scoreboard. The Cougars are going to win over the Orphans tonight, 47-34. The Orphans are going to drop to 5-6 on the year. The Cougars are going to move to 4-3 on the season, or 5-3 on the season with this home victory tonight over the Orphans. Centralia won't play until their Christmas tournament starts December 27th. The Cougars will play Friday night at home against Westland in a conference game. 47-34 is your final here from Central tonight. We'll take a break. We come back with the Whisper Internet postgame listening to high school boys basketball and the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
This high school basketball broadcast on Max 96.7 was brought to you in part by Putker Construction, Jansen Chevrolet, Fairman Garage Doors, the Joe Isaac Insurance Agency, Tunya's Service Company, the Community Bank of Trenton, Isaac Auto Body, Prairie Farms Dairy, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Amy Cruzy, Clinton Manor Living Center, Jansen Farm Equipment, Keys Brothers Realty and Auction, Buckman Milk Hauling, Breeze Dental Group, the Foppy Insurance Agency, and by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland and always online at beckerjewelers.com.
As a business owner, you know that every year brings new challenges and opportunities. The success of your business demands expertise and focus, and Country Financial can help you keep your focus by helping ensure that you have the right insurance protection in place to meet your goals. Teresa Richardson, Keith Wilkin, your Country Financial reps in Breeze can help you create a customized insurance plan that has coverages designed just for your business. Come see us today at our new location at 617 North Main Street in Breeze.
Want easy online banking and bill paying with an ATM and debit card that allows you to set personal spending limits? Then Tempo Bank's the place for you. Tempo Bank makes it easy for today's consumers to spend more time with your families and less time balancing your accounts and paying bills. Tempo Bank has 2 locations to better serve you. Call 526-7256 in Breeze or 224-9228 in Trenton. They'll be glad to help you. Tempo Bank is your answer to easy, hassle-free banking.
When wearing contacts, you shouldn't even be able to feel them. If they're uncomfortable or feeling dry, come see us at Lebanon Optometric Center or Breeze Family Vision Center. We'll find the right contacts for you, whether it's multifocal, astigmatism, daily disposables, or hybrid lenses. Don't suffer through contacts that are just fine. We have all the major brands to choose from, and with locations in Breeze and Lebanon, if you damage or tear your contacts, we can replace them right away. Start seeing clearer today with a little help from Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center.
You've heard me say it before, when your trucks are your life, you need to be turning to be earned. I am Perry Stanford from Central Illinois Truck Service in Greenville. If your commercial tractor and trailer is down, we can get you back on the road faster and for less money than you thought possible. If it has wheels and an engine, we can fix it, including farm equipment. We are also building semi-trucks if you are ready for an upgrade. Call us today at 664-2646 or stop by Central Illinois Truck Service in Greenville.
You've got Max 96.7.
Yep. Welcome you back to the Dairy King broadcast booth here this evening. Final score on your Honest Water scoreboard is the Central Cougars 47, the Centralia Orphans 43. Centralia led 12-11 after one quarter, led 18-15 at the half. Cougars took the lead 28-23 after 3 quarters and wrapped things up here 47-34. Let's take a look here at the final stats here in this one. We'll start with the Central Cougars tonight. They were 13 of 24 from 2-point field goal range, over 54%. They were 4 of 8 from 3 for 50%. 17 of 32 overall from the field for 53%. 9 of 15 at the foul line for 60% with 23 rebounds and 12 turnovers for the Cougars. Other side of the coin for the Centralia Orphans, 8 of 19 from 2-point field goal range, good for 42%. 4 of 13 from 3 for 31%. 12 of 32 overall from the field for 38%, 6 of 8 at the free throw line for 75% with 10 rebounds and 7 turnovers for the Orphans on the evening. Box score breakdown here in this one. We'll start with the Orphans here in this one. They were led in scoring tonight by Jamie Long. He had 12 points as a game and a team high tonight for both ball clubs. Long hit 4 of his 12 field goal tries, 1 of 2 from 3, 3 of 4 at the charity line for his 12 points. 8 points then for Crew Walker tonight. 4 points apiece for Brian Meskel, Preston Johannes, and Akil Johnson. And 2 points to round out the Orphan scoring by Tyree Westbrook tonight. Preston Johannes team high, 3 rebounds for the Orphans tonight. Other side of the coin for the Cougars, they're led in scoring tonight by Max Campworth. He had 11 points, 10 of those coming in the third quarter. Campworth hit 5 of his 7 field goal tries, 1 of 1 from 3, 2 of 2 at the free throw line for his 11 points. 10 points and a team high 7 rebounds, 9 for Camden Wimpy, 9 points for Logan Hamilton, 6 points for Parker Lucker, 4 points for Simon Thomas, 3 points for Jackson Haig, and 2 points for Reese Martin to round out the Cougars scoring here tonight. Don't forget you can join Rip Ottmeyer every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday for Talking Sports. Rip will open up the show with scores and stuff, and we'll recap action from games from around the area. That's Talking Sports with Rip every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Every Monday and Wednesday from 6 to 7. Every Saturday morning from 9 until 10. Don't forget you can listen to all our broadcasts right here and everywhere at Wcxo967.com. Click on Live Sports. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel for notifications when we are on the air with all of our sports broadcasts. The Carlisle Union Banner presents our next couple of broadcasts. We'll be back on Thursday at Hillsboro Girls action Thursday. Then Westland will be at Central here tonight, or here at Central on Friday night. We'll have that one for you. And then on Saturday afternoon, it'll be Waterloo at Mater Dei in girls action. So those are our next 3 couple of broadcasts up and coming here for us on the Max Airway before the Christmas holiday. Your final score here tonight is the Central Cougars 47, the Centralia Orphans 34. For my statistician, Dylan Meyer, for the guy take care of us back at Wcxo Studios, Chris Streetman, and Ben Koopman, I'm Greg Meyer saying so long from Central High School.
This broadcast of high school basketball on Max 96.7 and everywhere at Wcxo967.com was a presentation of Wcxo Sports. Wcxo Sports is brought to you by the Benoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, HSHS St. Joseph Hospital, Breeze, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlisle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, Southern OBGYN Associates, Med Plus Physical Medicine, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman, Central Illinois Truck Service, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial Representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and by the Carlisle and Breeze Hardys. For Greg Meyer, Rip Nottmeyer, and the entire WCXO sports team, thanks for joining us for this broadcast of high school basketball on Max 96.7 and everywhere at WCXO967.com. This broadcast was a presentation of WCXO Sports.
You found Max 96.7.